Good afternoon, dear colleagues, partners, friends. I represent today Sitronics Group of companies. This is part of AFK Systema Holding and my colleague Mr. Drachenko, and we're going to present to you all the information. I am Igor Anisimov. I am the DPC's of the company chief. The company is well known to market participants as a market integrator, but several years ago we expanded our activities and we are a product company now. And we release our products to the market quite often, quite fast, and I would like to give you more details. And then our colleague will give you more information, what we are feeling in the information. Well, I would like to tell you about modular DPC, Data Processing Center, faster than 1 year. Why we talk about it? Because this product solution was caused by the fact that the biggest international players left our market of data processing, and we got a new niche, modular and mobile solutions for data processing centers. When I say that big players left the Russian market, they are Schneider Electric, Huawei, Vertiv, a part of Emerson Group. And we decided not to lose the time, and already in May this year, we represented a new product developed in our company. This is a modular data processing center. So what is our proposal? Why it is a unique one? Because everything beginning the hardware and the physical infrastructure and the information contents, everything should be produced by us. We wanted to present to the market a new product which can be easily configured, and it can be repeated from the point of view of this its characteristics. So on one hand it is a typical one, and on the other hand it can be customized. And I would like to give you more information about the modular solution. I think that this can be interesting for the development for the expansion abroad, and to allow calculations for the customer from the Sitronics Group. We have developed a so-called modular DPC called Edge, and it can room from 30 to 180 server racks. And as a matter of fact, it is the biggest form factor of a data processing center, and it does not require capital expenditures, and it saves efforts and the money of the customer. It allows to install a DPC in any point, and the IT experts should not become building experts. The lead time is 8 to 10 months, and according to the requirements of the customers. It can be configured just in 1 year. And this is not a big construction site. This is a turnkey product. Full-scale data processing center certified according to Tier 3, and it includes all engineering systems. At this slide, you can see details how we process and set up our data center, what are the components. Below you see a wide control and computer room. You see the seats for the operators, the warehousing, and the data cables. Outside, we have 4 adiabatic units. We also have the water treatment container and 2 diesel generator units. So this set, when it is delivered, it includes 24 Euro trucks, and we can show it to you at our test field in the Moscow suburbs. We can prepare this data processing center and send it to any region and to deploy it there. The technical specifications are prepared to cover the hottest regions like Krasnodar city or Vladivostok, where also it is quite hot, but also the humidity is high. In order to send the biggest amount on power supply to the computer system, we can use adiabatic heating systems that allow to save up to 25% of energy supply, and technical specifications can be discussed additionally. As a matter of fact, we addressed the data processing center as a universal solution, and the main floor is not changed independent of configuration. We have big racks for service, and we can use different approach from the point of view of the capacity of the computing power. Our DPC is very easy to dismantle and to deploy. Every module have the basement part, the central part, and the roof part. The basement part includes for communication and for heating or air conditioning, and the remaining part serves for the IT equipment. This is not just a DPC composed of different components present in the market. We also developed our special elements. For example, non-compressor air conditioning unit, adiabatic unit, is a special development on the basis joint development with the prime company, and this is a special cooling system of Russian design, and it allows to cool the data processing center. Another unique product is the bus bar or the bus duct, and this is a special replacement for the smart power distribution units. This is 25% smarter than the standard power supply units. And we can give more details if somebody is interested in this. Through this approach, we have a versatile solution, and this is which can be configured, and mostly the components are domestically produced, and even imported components can be replaced by similar components. If somebody is broken, it is very easy to restore it from the spare parts set. Here we have a special configuration. We still have some imported components, but you see here that there are Russian options, and when we test the Russian options, Russian analogs, then we can replace it. And in the foregoing slides, you can see the brands of our partners, Russian partners, with whom we have relations, and also we have some foreign producers. We use their products as well. As you see, there are not so many foreign components, foreign producers. Experts know what they are, but the point is that these producers and the suppliers are just the suppliers of the spare parts. At the same time, everything can be produced in Russia, and we don't have any parallel imports. Our data processing center indeed is a Russian one, and we provide service on our behalf with our own capacities, and we are quite self-sufficient to replace the former foreign suppliers. As to our data center, we call it a flagship data processing center. Why we call it so? We submitted it for the certification, and before the end of this year, we're going to get the Tier 3 certificate. Moreover, we have other types of data processing centers. We have combined DPC for 16 racks. It can be transported just with two trucks, and we can provide different solutions for 11, 14, or 14 server racks. In December, we're going to build a data center like this. For the mobile operators, we work with big data processing centers. This is a solution with 60 server racks in the control room. And this is a fast construction building. Here we use adiabatic cooling systems, and this allows to save a lot. In a standard module, we need 900 kilowatts of IT, while we can use the power supply of 1.2 megawatts for the IT systems with the same power supply. So this is our saving and our advantage. Indeed, these data centers are of operator mode, and we can adjust these data centers for a particular operator. Some want to rent it out, the others are using it as themselves. A few words about our production. Our production plant is located in the city of Khimki, near the Sheremetyevo airport, and we have big unit assembly hall, you are welcome to visit it. You can use the QR code in our presentation. We are going to provide additional testing, and we are inviting our colleagues and partners, those who are interested, to visit our production facilities. Also, we would like to present a new chiller developed at a Turkish factory, and this is a modular chiller for this particular type of data processing modular centers. This is more expensive for those who prefer the European assembly lines and those who can afford this. Besides, I would like to mention that along with the modular DPCs, we also work as an integrator in an old-fashioned way. Upon the request from our clients, we provide and construct traditional data processing centers. We have a big team. We have architects, designers, and experts in any kind of activity. We can boast our experts in automation. We can build so-called umbrella systems. And we have passed completely to the domestic components base. We use a Linux platform, SCADA 4D, and we use our long-term design and developments for different approaches. Here we work as a classical integrator.
I tried to briefly provide you a brief overview of our solutions, and we may familiarize ourselves with them in more detail on our booth. It is represented in the 17th hall in the basement. And what I would like to sum up, what is our offer as of today? Why is it unique? Starting from spring 2023, we are manufacturing both certified Russian computing information infrastructure and Russian data processing centers, and it is turnkey. We are manufacturing both kinds of products, and we are also adding new products to the range. Here, that's the example of building a private cloud. And since we have long-standing expertise of engineers in different products and different vendors, this allows us to adjust our production to the customer's needs. And for this reason, we are focused on private clouds. They are constructed in accordance with particular requirements of particular customers. Later on, I would like to give the floor to my colleague. He'll dwell upon the information, the informative content of our data centers in more detail. Please take a look at the booth and we will describe it in more detail. Thank you very much. Igor, thank you. As always, you are a high-class professional of your profession, of your activity. It's very hard to deliver a speech after the speeches of such experts. I'm Vitaliy Drachenko. I'm the head of the sales support department of Sitronics company, and I will go the extra mile to communicate with you about the road on which Sitronics has embarked and how it positions itself in the market. Let me provide a brief overview of our products, which we are eager to introduce for our customer. Let me start. What does Sitronics mean? Currently, it is encompassing almost 3,000 employees. We are part of the largest integrators rankings of Russia. Our turnover is also significant. It's not about computing equipment or data centers as a whole. I mean comprehensive solutions, all the technologies of the system integrated in one Sitronics group, one single Sitronics group. You have familiarized yourselves with the socially considerable project. It's electric trams of Moscow. You are aware of them. You've tried taken them, and the passenger flow is almost 1 million. We may also highlight that we are taking part in the space future of Russia. It's a private company which is launching the satellites. Our satellites are rotating around the orbits and scanning the surface of the Earth from different directions. And today we will dwell upon IT infrastructure. It's one of the most meaningful aspects of import substitution. As of now, what should we pay attention to in this regard? This slide demonstrates the areas in which we are engrossed. There are such a lot of them. I only have 15 minutes timing, but I'm eager to discuss the quantity of our products within 2 hours. But the time is limited. Unfortunately, it's limited. As for the global market, there is a race for nanometers. The players are fighting for more law. Some people are positive that it doesn't function any longer, and others confirm that it does operate and it is still applicable. And new processors and servers are manufactured on an annual basis. New software is created. What is the difference between the Russian market from the past version of this market? As of 2022, it was characterized with simple words: let us cope with the current challenges as much as we can. We do our utmost to live up to the current expectations. Do you remember the hardship of the previous year? It was complicated for the IT industry and for the economy, but the IT industry was adjusting to it. It was customized, and the 2020s and 2023 we're getting back to the previous concept. The cornerstone is high quality, reliability, and productivity. And the integrators of manufacturers of domestic equipment should adapt to that. The borders are closed due to sanctions. Technology transfer is also blocked. What is in store for us in the future? What's the key question? How can we switch the IT business from the industrial area? How can it get adjusted to the future challenges? Should we develop our own products, or maybe the sanctions will be lifted and no one believes in that? Sitronics is focused on high quality and reliability. While drafting the strategy of entering the market and returning to the market and developing our products in the market, we claim that we would like to provide holistic solutions to our customers. Most of them are turnkey, but they are to be reliable, high quality. The productivity should be as high as possible, and the performance should be as high as possible given the current marketplace. That's the value of our approach. It is present in all of our products, starting from data centers, which were described by Igor, and finishing with other ones. These data processing centers are high quality. They are reliable as well. They are not mass market. And moving on to our products, we have in-house software and hardware as well. We have a factory. In 2022, we launched our own servers. They were registered in 2023 in the Ministry of Industry and Trade, and that's the national server. It is based on the expertise of the first-class manufacturers, the global scale. We may tell you in the sidelines how we managed to do it in this way. If you're interested in that, you may come up to our booth and we'll show you our server. Perhaps you'll find out something new or see something familiar in our server. We may discuss it and mull it over. But our approach to the product is as follows. We are proud of it, and we take pride in it, and we're going to transfer this reliability to all the users of our hardware. We keep working in this direction. We're not going to suspend this work because that's the fundamental principle of our strategy, and I'm sure that we'll keep developing it. There are lots of ranges of products, starting from the youngest models and finishing with state-of-the-art models. And regrettably, the electronic components and processors are still foreign-based. Some of them were manufactured abroad. It's an open secret that the Russian manufacturers felt the counteraction of European countries, despite the design and architecture developed. As for the attempts to create the ecosystem, now it's impossible to find Russian processors. We have entrenched servers in Elbrus. We have demo version, but currently we cannot put forth large batches to our customers because we lack these processors. They do not exist actually. That's our major line which we're promoting at the market. Here are the SRH servers, V5, version 5. Also, this line embraces reactive servers, which are included in the Russian registry of the registry of Russian products, industrial products of the Ministry of Trade and Industry of Russia. Let us move forward. That's the server. And you will also notice it in our booth in Hall 17. You may look at it from different angles, and the experts may describe it in more detail. I am aware of its advantages, but I'm not aware of its disadvantages. Perhaps it doesn't have any shortcomings, but you may try to identify them. That's the disassembled model of our server. Many of you are familiar with the components which are embedded in it. I'm not going to focus on technical specifications. If you're interested in them, you may come by and we will discuss it. We manufacture these systems of data storage of different levels under our own trademark. We're ready to deliver them to our customers for ensuring reliable storage of data. It is also positioned as high-quality, reliable storage. In order to connect this equipment to the ideology of over-utilization, kind of that's a Russian neologism, it is import substituted in the computing resources. Sitronics company developed the virtualization platform. It is present in the market and in the registry of Russian software. Currently, we keep developing this product on an active basis. That's a predetermined roadmap, and we are ready to present it to our customers and to agree upon particular milestones. We understand that the year 2023 turned out to be a year performed under the auspices of testing the products which are present at the market. When it comes to the customer standpoint, let us check them and select the best one. Yes, we are ready for competition. We are ready to demonstrate our products and lay claims for the first place in terms of building the customer's infrastructure in the future. This slide shows the functionality. The virtualization platform functionality is rather standard. I'm not going to dig deep into it because we're short of time, but what we're well versed in is the roadmap. It is basic, it has large cells, and we are ready to itemize it for our customers. We may change the wordings and fill it with new content if necessary. Our cornerstone is the willingness of the customer. That's what underpins our policy. At present, we are launching some hardware and software complexes, and they're based on our own software, which is included in the registry. Our virtualization technologies are also harnessed, and it features our partners when it comes to switching equipment. We are ready to present different capacities of hardware software complex for our customer. They're called in honor of great Siberian rivers, Ob, Amur, Yenisei. And as for the customers, that's the reason for getting both domestic equipment and software. That's the reason for getting the complex of equipment which has been time tested, and it is guaranteed, and it provides for required productivity, performance, and reliability. All the complexes undergo tests in our laboratory, and following the full cycle of tests, they are submitted to the customers. Here are the details related to it, and today we introduce the hardware and software complex called Sitronics Cybersheet. What does it envisage? That's the equipment included in the Russian software registry and hardware registry. There are some protection means embedded which comply with the requirements of the Federal Law 152 and the requirements of governmental information systems. Here are the security requirements set in particular information systems. What does it mean? When you purchase this software and hardware complex, you do not have to think of the way to implement it. You order a kind of a black box in tandem, and it will ensure all the fulfillment of all the regulatory requirements, and it's fitting into the warranty of Sitronics. The levels of requirements vary, as well as the means of data security. They also vary. They are tested in our laboratory in terms of compatibility in specific configurations. I know that it's overloaded with textual information, but let us move forward. As for technical support, when it comes to data processing centers, hardware and software virtualization, what do we lack in this regard? We need someone to provide technical support and to maintain these systems. Our service center employs over 140 engineers. We have significant experience. We have quite a number of products and a fantastic list of equipment and software which is used by our customers. We are supporting them, and we're also servicing them. We're capable of ensuring both standard guarantees and basic support 9/5, and we may also ensure all necessary SLAs which are required by our customers. All these requirements are fulfilled in accordance with the rules which have been developed and elaborated by our long-standing service center history. Well, now I would like to interrupt myself at this point. Let me make a brief announcement. Igor and I have a short questionnaire. We have prepared a surprise for those who are going to ask the best questions. Let us try to cover them, and in fact, I'm eager to benefit from my right of a co-presenter. Igor, I have a question for you with respect to data centers. Actually, when it comes to the standard capital center of standard construction of the buildings, it's the modular one, it's the legend one. Doesn't remind us of the case of three piglets? It's kind of the stone mate or straw mate. Well, you are digging extremely deep in terms of the facilities which are not related to capital construction. We're also building the modular structures for which are accommodating 1,500 square meters in accordance with business print software. But there are lots of nuances, but still, when it comes to our products, we perform both design and tests and certification, and it is related to capital construction and non-capital construction. For this reason, any non-capital products may be implemented in the capital-based form. It is designed, it is safeguarded, it may undergo the expert review, and then it will be made operational. And if someone is going to do it at the outstripping pace and make it a year quicker, we may purchase it at the box big box solution, a comprehensive solution, and it is tested by our own, and then capitalization may be arranged. You mean that with the wind and the rain will not make cause its erosion, and its long-standing functioning is comparing with capital construction. It's comparable with capital construction. Yes, when it comes to technical details, it is vandal-proof, it is moisture-proof, it is cold-proof, it has frost resistance, and as for the standard modification, it may withstand the temperature of up to minus 45 degrees Celsius. And we're also elaborating on the foundation for permafrost. It is protected against it. And for my own part, I would also like to ask you a question. Can these modular data centers be purchased at least once? We are now working with the operators who are eager to pay for them, and then we'll pay for that and purchase them.
This is a special approach, but we would like to expand our model and to diversify it. For the companies that can spend operational assets for their data processing centers, we are ready to send these data processing centers on leasing terms. And this will be for the full life cycle. And also we would provide the complete technical support and operational support for this, our DPC. So we want to be not only a product company, but also to be a service company, so that our services work at full scale. Your questions are welcome, please. Your questions, please. It seems that there are no questions. You are welcome to visit our stand at Finopolis, and you will see everything quite efficiently. You will see mock-ups and real-size models. Thank you very much for your attention.
Мне Даемко за лучший вопрос.